Barrett, such a pleasure having you in episode 9 of Real Steps.
Awesome being here. I've been watching Real Steps and Spaces Uncovered and watching you and your career, so I'm excited to be on it. A lot of people that I talked to when I said I was going to be on this, they all knew what I was talking about.
Oh, that's huge. That's
awesome.
Thanks for the support.
Yeah.
Well, for those of you who don't know, Real Steps is a bite-sized real estate market update while we get our steps in. And where are we getting our steps in today?
Looks like we're going to get our steps in up here at Prospect Point in Stanley Park, and
Beautiful
maybe
day.
a fun activity somewhere in the middle or afterwards. So yeah.
Awesome. I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of go way back, right?
Yep.
We first met when we were working at Herman Miller.
Yep.
You were the regional sales manager of Eastern Canada.
Yep.
Then you took on a leadership role at Tesla, and now you're the director of client services at CBRE.
Yeah.
What a run.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's at you kind of see the commercial real estate world from a certain angle on the office furniture industry. Then at Tesla, we were actually out looking for real estate all the time, so we had a client role, and then now I'm on the support side at CBRE, and I can connect all the dots and see what the whole journey is of commercial real estate from the inside, and it's really cool and really exciting.
That's awesome. You're a great asset just with your background. How often do you talk about furniture in your current role, though?
We talk about furniture all the time. It comes up so much. I was even surprised. Like, I knew it was a big part of a client's budget, but now, like with sublease space on the market, and when it comes to a client fit out and they're considering furniture, there's a lot of questions that come up, like tons and tons of questions, whether it's from my colleagues or the brokers or the clients themselves. And so having this as my background has been a really big asset and something that nobody else brings to the table at CBRE. And it's exciting to be able to help clients in that way as well.
That's great, Kevin. Thank you for sharing. And when it comes to your construction and procurement methodology, how does CBRE differentiate their offering in this market?
Well, one thing that we do is when we work with a client, we try to figure out what is the level of effort required in supporting them. And that can be way before they even do a real estate transaction, when they're even considering a leasing option, or maybe they're considering buying a piece of land or buying a building and remediating. We can come in at literally any step before and after the transaction and help out. That was always the bulk of our business, being construction project management, which is what we're mostly used to seeing in the market. But now it involves technical due diligence, cost consultancy, business transition, move management, furniture, advisory. We have all these robust business lines out that can support a client like nobody else can in the business at every stage of their real estate journey. And it's really exciting because I get to touch all of it. We work on every asset class. We work on real estate projects, life sciences projects, office fit outs. We have some awesome clients that we're working with in the market right now, like Monos and Gandiva. We just finished putting Ernst & Young in the stack. And these are all like really awesome, very progressive projects. And it's exciting to be a part of it.
That's great, and I love how your role is very diverse and must keep it very fun.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun, and I'm learning stuff every single day, and it's great to be able to do that at this stage of my career.
That's great. That's all you need. Well, should we move on to our intermission and get to the challenge? I'm looking forward to knowing what you're going to challenge me to.
Well, I brought my longboard. I haven't busted out my Lanyards skateboard in a long time, and I think we walk over to Prospect Point. We'll have a nice undulating cruise back over here to the park, which I think it'll be a lot of fun and be a perfect day for it.
Okay, I'm going to pray that it's not too steep, and hopefully I can handle the longboard.
You can handle it. I know how hardcore you are. You'll be able to handle this.
Oh, thanks. Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Okay, that was a great race. Yeah. Thank you for that. Thanks for bringing the longboards as well.
Yeah, that was great. We got a lot of points for style, and I think that's a great area to be cruising around too.
That's what I was going for, with style points, because I didn't have the skills. So.
And it ends right before a really steep hill too, so
yeah, I know.
Perfect time to bail out.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to the final two questions so we can wrap up. My first question is, from where you sit at CBRE, what are you seeing these days as it relates to market trends? What verticals are booming? What's going on in the local market?
Yeah, I mean, booming is industrial right now. Retail is booming, but there's really a lot of opportunities everywhere. We're seeing tons of activity in every asset class. If you're a client in the market, it's a great time to be out looking for space in the downtown core. And the conversations that you get to have with clients are really interesting as it relates to what their office is going to look like in the future. I get to listen to our workplace strategy team talk about the data that they see in their world and the kind of information and questions that clients are bringing to them, and hear them walk clients through that decision-making process. And it is so interesting and so cool. And I think it's just a great time to be, out there looking for space.
That's fantastic. When it comes to all your different roles, I mean, you've had different perspective, right, from your various roles in the industry.
Yeah.
What would be your biggest lesson learned when it comes to relationship building in your industry?
Something that I put a lot of stock in is networking, and making sure that you give yourself and your availability over to people that want to get to know you and want to learn what you do, and do the same for others. Sit down and listen to what they do. Ask the question, how can I help you in your business? And make sure that you can articulate how they can help you generate your business. And I like to do that for everybody I meet. I try to go to tech events and meet early stage founders or VCs, architects, designers, furniture people. There's never a scenario where you shouldn't be networking all the time, I think. And that was one of the biggest lessons I learned, because when we started doing business with CBRE, I took the time to get to know as many people in that organization as possible. And if I hadn't have done that 6-7 years ago, I wouldn't be here today working with them. Those relationships that we were able to foster and build over time have put me in this role now, which I'm so thankful for.
I think that's great advice. You've had definitely a very inspiring career. So thank you for today. This has been awesome.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Had a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Final question is, how many steps do you think we got in today?
Ooh, I think we're gonna cruise past 10,000. I've got a long road trip planned later today and tomorrow, so I'm glad we got these steps in today, because I'm gonna be sitting in my car for a while later.
Okay, perfect. Good prep for it then.
All right.
Well, thanks, Kevin, and for everyone watching, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and reshare. Until next one.